Hello, hello, everybody, and welcome, one and all, to Lord of the Rings, The Long Dark of Moria. I get to be here with these amazing people, some of them with very serious faces. Off to my left hand, your right hand side. It has been. This is last month was the longest year I think I've ever lived in my entire life. Did anybody else feel that way?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, good. I'm glad that we get to spend some amazing time with each other. Hey, am I coming through out there? Because I do not see my audio. Dr. Mange, let me know. Am I coming through?
No, you're
Just
not.
so
You're not.
I am not. Fantastic.
Whoopsie.
See, things are starting off so well, guys.
Get the technical difficulties out of the way now.
Check 1 2. Okay, let's see if that does it. Does that do it? Yeah. Now we got to let the thing catch up with me.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. All right. I am there. Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Lord of the Rings 5e, The Long Dark of Moria. I get to be here with this amazing group of people over here to my left-hand side. Man, it has been an eventful few sessions thus far in our trek across Middle-earth. The title says The Long Dark of Moria. However, I just want to say we have not yet ventured into Moria yet as a party. So I think does it need to be no, the main we're in Act 1, which we're in the preface of putting everybody in the world.
We're
not
even
in
Act 1. The long dawn of Rivendell.
There you go. We're not even in Act 1, and Arden has almost died twice. So, yeah, rock and roll.
Wow.
Amazing.
Permanently shadow scarred.
Wow.
Hashtag permanently shadow scarred. Amazing. So, I'm going to go right down the list of individuals here in order to introduce them to you. And actually, we have somebody new at our very top of our roster here. So I want to let them introduce themselves. So we'll start with you, Mike. Tell us a little bit about yourself and the character you'll be playing tonight.
Yeah, hi, Michiel. Originally Dutch, living in the US since 2.5 years, New York City, with my wife. Very happy here. Even though not sure if it was the best move to cross the Atlantic, but I'm still very happy here. I will be playing Galantir of Linden, an elf champion. He's still fairly young, about 160 years old. Studied a lot of history and is ready to traverse out in the world.
Fantastic. That is great. We now have 2 elves of Linden, by the way, everyone.
Let's go!
Yeah, the dominant elven society for the win. We'll jump right down to Nick. Nick, introduce us. Who are you, and who is your character?
What's up? Name's Nick. Playing Magni Corn, barding champion. I think that's about it.
Yeah. Magni is a man of few words in the campaign. But Nick is amazing. We all love Nick. Right, Nick?
Sure, bud.
Yeah. Right underneath Nick is Sans. Hi, Sans. Tell us about yourself and your character.
Hi, so I'm a hobbit. I am not a woman of few words, I think.
She means her herself.
Yeah.
She is a hobbit. Not the character.
Yes. No. Don't make fun of me for being short.
I'm not making fun of you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, so she gets into a lot of scrapes. She's very impulsive, so let's see how it goes.
All
She's
right.
a hobbit
I love
treasure
it.
hunter.
Hobbit treasure hunter. I love it. That is fantastic. Then we go down to Tad. Tad, tell us a little bit about you and your character.
Hi, I'm Tad. I'm playing Arden. She would probably talk more if she wasn't unconscious half the time. Like she currently is. She is the person who got permanently shadow scarred at session 2. So things have been going great.
We're doing well.
She
We're doing
is-
well.
She is a ranger of the north. This is her first real big, outing. And it's gone fantastic.
You're doing great, sweetie.
You've got
She's
this.
trying.
Let me just say,
Yes.
yeah, go ahead.
She's trying her best, and now that we're level 2, she actually got a little bit of help to those wisdom saving throws. So maybe, fingers crossed, I might not fail one.
Fantastic. I love that. The Death Save Society tells me not to pick on you, Nick. So I have to abide by that from here on out. Say again.
Yeah, go.
Huh?
He agrees.
Yeah.
Leave me out of this.
No hostility. World peace. Down from there, of course, is my very good friend, the Phoenix. The Phoenix, tell me about you and your character.
All right. My name is the Phoenix, pronoun she, her. I am a mother of a lovely little 11-year-old baby who is not going to make an appearance, but might affect my streaming capabilities tonight with his exciting movements. He's gone from not crawling at all to climbing stairs in the span of 7 days. So it's going to be a busy night for me. My character is Tora, and Tora is our token dwarf of the party. She is a captain and looking to make a name for herself, and came across this unlikely party. Tried to muster up her kinsmen to go with her to Moria, but might end up going there with not dwarves. So.
Gotta love that. All alone out here. If you have not met the Phoenix and any of her streaming stuff that she ultimately has out there, she is our resident Tolkien expert, and specifically our Lord of the Rings 5e expert, as she has been streaming a bunch of that on her channel. And so if you want to check that out, head on over to the Phoenix. With the E is a 3, is that correct? Here on
the O is a 0, the E is a 3, the I is a 1.
Yes.
There's a
Oh my
lot
God,
of
it's so-
numbers.
It's the most 90s shit. I absolutely love it.
I'm millennial, and I am proud.
I am millennial. Hear me roar. Amazing. Last on the list here, but definitely not last in my heart, is Mina.
Hi.
Mina, tell us about yourself and your character.
Hi, so my name is Naradis. I will be playing the Scholar Elrond of Lydon. Sorry. I'm like
Your
checking.
mic-
I see the green, and I'm like,
Your mic is doing fun things tonight, Mina.
I don't know. I think it's just me, to be honest. I will be playing her. Just think Rapunzel.
But
Think
in elf
Rapunzel.
form.
But in elf form,
Sure.
exploring the lands. Doesn't know nothing. Well, she knows some things, but not everything. She reads everything from a book. Think that.
Okay. All right. Fantastic.
Book talk girly Rapunzel. That's it. Book talk
I love it.
Rapunzel.
I love it. These are incredible adventurers, and last few sessions have followed as thus. We met all of our characters in their different places. We met Magni at the Prancing Pony in Bree. We met Sans as she was climbing out of the window as a Hobbit governess for a Breelander family. And I think you had set something on fire. Was that? I don't know. Something happened.
You made me set something on fire, David. I distinctly remember.
We had Arden, who was traveling with her caretaker, with her father, before there was a troll attack and got separated. We found Tora as she was headed towards the Blue Mountains to visit her kinsman there, her dwarf kinsman there, and actually picked up a friend along the way, Naradis, who
I was going to get killed.
Yeah, was also coming from Linden and actually fell prey to a band of orcs that had come through the area. One particular one that was felled by Tora, and they were able to survive and get away. And now we're going to be bringing a new character into the mix, but we're going to discuss. Last time we left our characters, they had just been through the troll shaws, and in the process had met a black rider of a fell horse. They had also fought a group of orcs that were on their way, orcs and trolls who were on their way to wipe out the Breelands and move into what some of them would recognize as the Shire. And so they were saving home and kin last session, but they were all looking very ragged at the end of that session and found their way finally to Imladris, Rivendell, the last homely house, and had sort of been dragging Arden along the way, as Arden had now 2 shadow scars that she was battling with at this point, and we're going to double scarred. No, you're just shadow scarred once, and then I think you have a couple of
2 points. Yeah. Okay.
2 points in the other. Yep. So we're going to jump into our story here as our characters find themselves at Rivendell. We're actually going to start with Arden. Arden, your dreams have been fitful. Dark figures just beyond your mind's eye. Things from the spirit world whose hands reaching to try and snatch the life away from you. You see the trolls, you see the orcs, and in your mind's eye, a red flaming eye pointed towards you, calling you by name. As you wake from these nightmares, you find that it is light outside and that you are in a beautifully dressed room. Open air, you can hear the sound of the waterfalls outside and harp music that has made its way into your room. You look down at your arm, and it has been bandaged with some sort of poultice laid over it. And even though you feel that the darkness still sits rather heavy upon your chest, here it is, the pain of it is alleviated. And you feel like you can breathe once more. I'll let you interact with that scene.
She would sit up at the sudden switch of darkness to light, because in the dream she doesn't know how long they last. She doesn't know what's happened beyond them, or if anything is beyond them, if that's all that exists, especially as it tells her that she is going to fall and that her people are going to fall. And as she stares into the eye of something she's heard about in legend and story, but couldn't even begin to imagine. And then it shifts from darkness and fire and hopelessness to just calm and light, and it feels wrong because of everything she's known for the past. She doesn't know. So she's on edge, looking for something to happen. I think she instinctively clutches her arm where it's bandaged, because even though it's suppressed, it does still hurt. And she knows instinctively that it's the source. It's how everything started and how she fell into whatever she's fallen into.
There is the door across the room opens, and you hear the latch lift, and a beautiful, fair-skinned, dark-haired woman walks into the room, carrying a tray full of fresh bandages. And she says, "Oh, you're up. Wonderful. Father will be very happy."
Who are you? Where are the others?
"It is okay. Do not fear. My name is Arwen, and I have been tending to you for these last few days."
Where are we?
"You are in Imladris, also known as Rivendell.
My father. My father was supposed to be here.
We have sent riders to find where your father is. They are of the highest quality of rangers. They will find your father if he is to be found."
He was with the one called Strider when I saw him last. Have you heard from him?
She comes to sit down by you and begins to take off the old bandage, unwrapping it very gingerly. She says, "We have had communication with Strider, yes, but he is in the wilds now and won't be back for some time.
He didn't say anything about my father."
We have not seen him recently, but I have faith in his ability. If you must remember that the chieftain of the Dunedain will do everything in his power to keep his kin safe. You must trust in that."
Safe.
Safe.
So everyone else, the people I was with, where are they?
They are here. And when you are ready, you can go and speak with them.
Okay.
Arden. Yes. Many of them came with wounds of their own, but through the healing power of the elves, we have been able to help them. Arden, you have seen a great evil. Your wounds are... We have done everything we can to heal you. But there are some things that you will need the determination to change on your own. Some of it you will just have to live through.
There was an eye. Eye to the east. Saw me and it knew me.
My father has called a special council. You will learn more about it when you are there. Do not let your heart fail. Though we live in times of darkness, there is beauty about you. And if we stay the course, if you stay the course, then there is much hope. She rises and takes the old bandages and says, "You are free to move about the premises. Please do so gingerly. Your body still needs to heal." And she turns and heads for the door.
Thank you.
May the light of the Valar fill your heart. And she leaves.
At that point, Arden is going to immediately, get up and grab, whatever clothing is there, because she doesn't want to be alone.
There's a very smart jerkin and some road pants that have been laid out for you. Very lacy, or it has the frilly, whatever. Mm-hmm. Anyway, it's elvish.
Yeah.
It's of elvish.
It's all fancy.
It's all fancy. Remember, Art Nouveau is elven. Art Deco is dwarven. Anyway, we will jump over to Sans. Sans, since you arrived at Rivendell, what have you been doing?
Oh, she's probably trying to find food. Yeah, that's probably her first priority.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Definitely.
You come to the kitchens. There's an elf there that goes, "I have already told you, we only eat once a day."
Once?
Yes.
So,
When you have... Yeah, go ahead.
around at what time of the day?
Midday.
Oh. So do we have to eat like that, or is there like an option?
I suppose that I could... Yes.
Okay, boiled eggs on the salad, nuts, lots of nuts. I'm going to do this. We're going to survive. Okay.
Can Maggie just be there as he's her bodyguard after all?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, totally. Magni, you're around the way.
I'm gonna look at Senna and say, "What are you doing?"
Yep. We have to eat, Magni. Do you think you can maintain that physique on greens and greens alone?
See, I didn't tell you this because I know you tried to steal it. but I've
Okay.
had several steaks in my pack for a long time now. And I know you'll try to steal them, but since we're in a scenario where you're begging for protein, I will give you
Yes.
one of the steaks.
Okay.
However, I will not cook them for you.
All right. I cook it, and then we all eat.
It's only you that's probably going to eat this, if I'm being honest. Because I've already eaten. I've eaten.
Okay. All right. Okay. On
And
stage.
don't ask what I've eaten for breakfast.
Why?
Don't ask.
Food is a good topic of conversation.
Yeah, don't ask.
That's
'cause I
how
know you'll try
hobbies
to-
bond.
I know you'll try to steal this too.
The
Okay.
elf goes, I do want to mention there is a valley near here where there are some cattle. I am not sure what the farmer's disposition would be. If you want to
Mhm.
make the trip, you may do so. It is a hidden valley in this area. They actually make a very interesting glaze there.
Mm.
Hmm.
Shouldn't have told her
What do we say, Magni? We get Tora, Narades, and we head off to the valley. Because think about it, Arden needs 14 to recover.
that. I think Arden is just fine. In fact,
You're right, you're right.
I think she is recovering just fine. She's been given food to eat. So we
But
should probably
Magni-
be here when she wakes up. And, the first thing she's probably going to ask is, where's the people that I came with? So,
You're right.
us
You're
just
right.
leaving her to get steaks, glaze, would just be
Mm.
pretty bad friendship,
Yeah, you're right. How about 2 people
No.
stay with her, the
Okay,
other
you know
2
what? You know what? Hold
go
on.
and
Hold
get
on.
the steak.
Let's make a deal.
All right.
We will not go to the Hidden Valley for an entire week, and I'll give you 2 racks of bacon.
Okay, per day?
No.
Per day.
The racks of bacon, there's at least 16 strips per rack. Okay? So you just gotta
Okay,
match
And your point
let's
is
negotiate. Half a week.
half a week. You want me to give you racks of bacon half a week. 2 racks of bacon.
And
each
then
day
we
for
go
half
to the
a week.
valley.
No.
Yes, and then we go to the valley.
No.
If-
just stop.
if you do, the elf goes, if you do go to the valley, could you pick
Mhm.
me up some of this glaze to bring back for our salads?
Of course.
There at the Hidden Valley Ranch. You can bring it back
What the
to
frick?
here
I,
so that we
Magni,
can
this
have
is
the
nice
glaze.
for our horse.
Yeah.
This is a nice thing
Apparently
we can do
there's-
for our horse.
It's Hidden Valley Ranch, but apparently peanut butter is not canon in this universe.
It is not. Peanut butter does not exist in this universe. Leave it alone. Anyway, but away from this amazing conversation that is currently happening here, we have Naradris. As you have been here at Rivendell, what have you been doing?
He's been bugging the elves. He's been out here like, so I've been hearing that Rivendell is known symbol of culture and tradition, and I just want to know more. Tell me everything you can about Rivendell, anything at all. He has like a little pad, Parchment and Quill. Parchment and Quill, Raven. And so
Parchment and Quill, yes, definitely.
He's
you,
writing everything. He's like, they have lavender plants here in Rivendell. They have.
you see that Haldir, who met you all back in Rivendell, is sort of fielding some of this and going, there's a lot. I tell you what.
Break it down.
Well, maybe there is one of your own kin.
Yes.
Actually happens to be here at Rivendell, maybe, and has been here for a little. Yes, has been called for a special council, and there might be a possibility that the two of you could compare notes.
Okay. Okay, that would be great, actually.
He's
What's their
staying in the
name?
West Wing. You can actually follow right through there to get to him. His name is Galantir.
Galan. Here. Okay. Okay. Thank you. You don't wanna come with us? I mean, you're the expert.
I have so many other things to do right now. Thank you.
What other things do you have to do? What are your usual tasks during the day?
He literally, it's so funny. My camera went out as
No,
you were
you're back,
asking
you're
things,
back.
and I'm like,
I know.
he
I stopped.
literally didn't want to talk to you so much, he just disappeared. Is what happened. No, that's funny, but no. He immediately, after he has given you directions to Galantir, he turns
look
around
away.
and walks away. Yep.
How dare? No, we come back. How dare?
It's I have there's hunting to do.
Hunting? Where do you
I have
hunt?
to
What
talk to
section
Lord
of the
Elrond.
city?
Goodbye.
Wait,
Goodbye.
modern dot. Wait,
Farewell.
come back.
Let the light
Wait,
of the
how do you
Valar
spell that?
be your-
How do you spell that?
And he's gone.
Oh my god. I'm gonna ask for a proper tour guide. This is awful. What kind of service is this? You know what? Galanthir. That's where we're going. Okay, so he said this way. And she starts like trying to think back to the conversation. Be like, okay, this way, and then this way.
Pretty soon you find yourself in front of a door, a very ornately carved door. Let me check in with Galantir. Galantir, how long have you been at Rivendell? What has Galantir been doing since he arrived?
So I think Galantir has very much been spending his time in the library, right? He's been studying for years, for decades even. This is his first real mission into the world. He's summoned by Elrond to come to Rivendell, which feels like a big honor for him. So he's been spending his time in the books, studying and waiting for this mysterious council to begin.
Fantastic. You receive a knock on the door, Galantir.
She like
Hello?
knocks really gently. Hello! I've been told I'm supposed to find a Galantir here.
You found him.
Hi, pleasure. Would you mind opening the door so I can see your face?
Oh, of course, sorry. And Galantir stands up and he opens the door, not realizing he had locked that.
And and then in the door frame you'll see like a 6. I don't know. I think I made her like 6. Between 6'2" to 6'5". That's the range. Really tall elf, white hair in a bunch of braids cascading down to her shoulder. In a beautiful like frugal brown and blue like gown. And she just looks and says, "Hi, pleasure to meet you. I am Radhi." And she puts her hand out.
Galantir, nice to meet you. And you see a 6'4" rank, blonde, typical elven, but dressed very much as if he just came off the road. Simple leather clothing, greens, dark browns. He washed off the dust, but there's nothing fancy about him.
I forgot her parchment and quill. But she has parchment and quill in hand.
That's
It is a
fair.
It is. Sorry, I need a moment. I hate myself sometimes. Okay.
I hate myself sometimes. What?
Galantir. I know, I'm so extra sometimes. Galantir, pleasure to meet you. Naradis. Have told me that you've been here for a little bit, and I have so many questions about the land, and I'm hoping you can help me.
I will do my best.
Okay, great. That's what I was saying. I thought an expert like how could help me, but he doesn't want to help me. So it's okay. It's fine. We'll help each other. Should we go? So many valleys and farms and so many other things, and I don't understand. And I want to know everything. Everything and anything.
Where do you want to start?
We can go north, south, east, or west. I don't care.
Seeing Naradris the parchment and quill, Galantir thinks maybe the best place to start today is the library of Rivendell. So maybe, has anyone shown you the library yet?
No, they haven't.
Well, let's go then.
Okay, I would love that. Thank you so much.
The two of you make off for the library. We're going to shoot. Tora, are you with us?
I am here. I am distracting baby, but I am here.
Fantastic. Where has Tora been ever since she got here? You are like a bull in a china shop, I'm sure, at this juncture.
You know, I think that Tora would have definitely. Sorry, I'm just thinking what Tora would do, and I think when she initially got to Rivendell, she was stricken by the lack of armory. Available, the lack of siege weapons, and I think she has made it her life's mission to up the defenses of Rivendell. So I think right now she's been conceptualizing an idea to arm these poor helpless elves that have no head for war. They really just don't know the dangers that are out there. So she's been making this makeshift siege weapon out of various odds and ends that she's found throughout Rivendell.
You receive a knock at the door as you're sort of in the process. So I'm guessing you have completely disassembled your furniture.
Oh,
at this juncture,
100%. There's she probably even took a sledgehammer to the walls to get at the wooden studs. Yeah, it is a all-out construction zone in here.
If you could sort of see from outside the door, you would see that there's a group of elves that are literally gathered around your door, listening to the things that are going on inside and talking amongst themselves. One of them actually winds up getting up the courage to knock on your door, and you hear a knock on there as one of them says, "Excuse me, may we help you?"
I wish you could help me, but you just don't have the minds for this kind of thing. You best leave it to the experts here.
I'm sorry, the experts of what?
And Tora gets up and she opens up the door, and she's got an exasperated look on her face, and she says,
"Yeah, go ahead."
Go ahead, no.
As you open up the door, a shock goes through the elves as they like grab at, almost like clutching their pearls, but they definitely sort of grab their necks as their look on the inside and see all of the damage that has been done in this room.
And Tora says, "Now listen here. You're pretty folk. You're good with the music and the foods and the curly medals. I know you do very nice curly medals." And she indicates that the flourishes on the doorways and that kind of stuff. And she's like, "You're very good at that stuff, but here, what we're doing here, we need a bona fide expert in warfare. And I'm sorry, but you might just break a nail doing it, and I couldn't live with myself if you had to go get another manicure, so you best just leave me to it. And don't worry, you'll be safe after I make sure to fortify your little fortress here.
I love that Glorifindel, I think it was Glorifindel, or let's see, who would it, not Gilgalad. Yeah, I think it wasn't Glorifindel, who basically 1v1'd a Balrog. And you're like, you might break your pretty nails on this. That is just, the juxtaposition is wild. Anyway, so he goes, maybe we might have some accommodations that might be more to your liking. Would you perhaps, there are some room within caves behind this current house that you may find more to your liking.
Aye, and there lies the problem there. You're too accommodating and liking and welcoming and all this stuff. What you need to do is turn those caves into a dungeon, a torture chamber. I have a cousin out in the Blue Mountains who is an expert in this kind of thing. They will help you with all the planning you need to do, all, mining all the ore that you need for all the shackles, all the stretch racks, all the blades and the scimitars and the...
sorry, we don't torture.
Yes, you do now. This is war.
It's not...
This
okay.
is war.
Listen.
You can't just feed them lembas bread and say, off you pop.
I think a couple of poetry readings would be really good for you right now. But unfortunately, that is out of my hands. You have been called to a council with Lord Elrond.
Finally. We've been waiting for this for... what has it been now? Out of character, I don't know how long it's been.
It's been about a week. You guys have been here for about a week.
Okay. It's about time. When we got here, they said, you gotta go to this council, and we just been sitting around drinking wine and...
Time passes very differently for your kind, doesn't it? I apologize on behalf of the elves of Rivendell if you have had any difficulties in your stay with us. Please, let me escort you to the council area so that there's no more mishaps with our infrastructure while we're on the way.
All right, well, just let me lock her up, and she's gonna go in. She's gonna grab her axe. She's gonna grab her shield. Fully outfitted. For battle, and she's going to pat her little siege weapon, and she says, "You just stay here now. Don't let any of them touch you." And I would like to take a chair, and I'd like to, as I go out the door, prop the chair underneath the handle.
To try and lock the place?
Yes, but in the wrong way.
The chair on the outside?
Yes.
That's hilarious. Yeah, totally. I'm not gonna make you roll anything for this. You definitely put the chair up underneath the door handle. The elves still kind of looking one to another as they're standing outside your door. And your host starts leading you towards where the council area is. Sure enough, we're gonna jump back to Nardris and Galantir as you are in the library of Rivendell. As you look here, ancient scrolls from hundreds, if not thousands and thousands of years old, currently in the slots, and you see books on books on books that line the shelfways here. This is the ancient library of Rivendell, probably one of the last bastions of knowledge that there is in the land, of the ancientness of the elves. And so yeah, we will come in on that scene.
This is beautiful. This is fantastic. Oh, okay. And then so immediately like run to the nearest shelf, and so be like, oh my god, they have an elvish medicine compendium by Elrond himself, and they have Lay of Lithian, Reverence of Yavanna. Oh my god, this would be so good. Practical application of Faerunian smithing. I think Tora would like that one. I think that would work for her so well. What? Oh my god, okay. This is so many. Is there like a borrowing system? Can I borrow books from you? What do I have to do? Do I just take them? I don't want to take them. They have to stay here, right?
I've been. You can take them back to your room. I don't think they'd
Okay.
appreciate it if you put them in your bag. But
But
I've
how
been
else am I
reading
gonna
them in
carry
my
them?
room.
How can I? And she like
Well,
has like
I've
4
been
books
carrying
already
them
pulling.
2 at a time. I've been carrying them 2 at a time, but I see you standing there with about 37 books, like trying to hold them up.
They had a sleepless malice.
Maybe I could,
Reflections of the nature of evil. I couldn't resist.
let me help you carry some of them.
Okay, please, thank you. It's so many. I think I'm gonna
About that
spend all
time.
night awake.
About that time, an attendant comes in and goes, "Oh, you are
Hello.
taking
I'm not taking them.
books
I'm borrowing.
off of the shelves,
I am borrowing.
and
To
are you
read.
going to return them back in the order in which you took them?"
I remember exactly how they came first. Elvis medicine.
Elvis medicine?
Elvis?
Elvis.
Elvis's medicine? As I recall, that's
David,
actually
don't
what
make
killed him. Anyway, go ahead.
And then the Lay of Lithian, and then Reverence of Yavanna, skipped a couple, and then went to practical applications for smithing, and then and then so continue on. So it'd be like, if you skip 4 bricks afterwards, down a shelf, and you'll find this one.
He stops you and goes, "I'm sorry. Are the two of you capable of extracting yourself from this? It seems that Elrond would like both of you to be at a special council meeting."
I would love that.
Galantir?
Do I have to return the
Galantir
books?
just puts the
Do
book
I
on
have
the
to-
table and just and nods.
Now a stack goes to grabs the book. Okay. What's up?
He leads you guys to the council area. Where are we going to find Magni and Prem? Where have you guys relocated to?
I like to think, after making whatever deal we made about the meat that Magni has stored, they went
Prim
back
has
to
all of it right now.
what?
No, I have Prim has all of it right now. Like you have.
You can try to take it from me. It's not going to
I
work.
have taken it. It has happened.
No, it has
No,
not.
God. No, God.
But I would think we would have went back to whatever quarters I have, and I would pack whatever meat that Prim wants, and I'll just put it and just give it to her.
And hide the rest under the floorboards, probably.
No, he doesn't let you in the room because he already hidden it.
Oh, okay.
He's already hidden it, so
Okay.
he doesn't let you into the room. But he does. Come,
All right. Okay.
He comes back out with whatever
Okay.
deal we've made.
Hmm.
This will
I
last.
suppose. Yeah.
This will last for a month. So take care of it and don't overeat it. Learn to ration.
Ration.
Do you not know what ration is?
Not familiar with that. Is it sort of like a raisin? Like, is it
No,
something to do with
you limit yourself from overeating.
overeating?
Yes. You know, in some
Oh.
places, supplies are limited, Prem. So they ration the
Hobbit?
food.
Oh, this is very strange new concepts to a hobbit.
Okay.
You're right.
Anyway.
You're right. Rationing. I'm going to try, Magni.
That's all I can ask for, if I'm being honest.
At this point, you guys, there is a young or a youngish-looking elf that finds you all and goes, "Lord Elrond has called for a council meeting. Will you follow me?"
Is it? We're doing it right now?
Yes, yes, it is happening now.
Okay. Prem, wait right here for a moment. And Maggie will go back into his room. And he will change. He will go change his armor, his cloak, and he would strap the bow to his back. And within that new armor he currently has, in a hidden compartment, he has a letter.
Ooh.
And he'll keep it in the compartment for now, but he'll step on out. All right, ready.
Totally forgot my notepad.
The two of you follow the attendant. Arden, you have been wandering the halls for a little bit. Just sort of, where did you go after exiting your room?
I think she's just kind of taking her time and getting a feel for everything. She's very eager. Yeah, she's very eager to find her party, but at the same time, she's kind of not, because they're gonna know things like how long she was out, and you know, she's not sure she's ready for that yet.
Yeah. You stumble upon a group of elves in a specific area that kind of floats between two different places, the East Wing and the West Wing. It's an open area, and there is a beautiful auburn hair elf that is playing a melody on a harp, and she is singing, and others will join her in this song at different times, and there are harmonies and melodies. And as she sings, the pain in your arm subsides a little. You've been taught a little bit of Elvish from your father, as the Dunedain recognize Elvish as extremely important. And here is the words that you hear of this song. In western lands, beneath the sun, in spring flowers rise. The trees bud, waters run, and the merry little birds sing. There it is, cloudless night, and shuddering beaches hold the starry host, the white jewels on their branching hair. Here at my path's end I am lingering, in deep darkness buried, beyond towers strong and high, beyond all mountainous steep. Above all shadows ride the sun, and stars always dwell. I will not say the day is done, or to the stars, farewell. The song ends, and all of the elves sit in silence for a moment. And you hear the rushing of the waters here in the vale. An attendant comes and touches your shoulder.
She'll jerk and turn around and...
I'm sorry, my lady. I was calling your name, but you seem to be elsewise preoccupied.
Sorry, it was... the song was really beautiful.
Yes. There is magic in music. It frees us from the bonds of darkness.
You said you were trying to get my attention.
Ah, yes. Lord Elrond has called a special council and has requested that you be there, along with the friends that you came in with.
Of course. I'm not sure where the others are. I haven't run into them yet, but definitely no. Where are we meeting?
They have all been called. We are headed
Oh.
to the council area.
Okay. I guess lead the way then.
Holds out. He holds out his hand and just places it there for you to put your hand on top of it. And he,
Yeah.
yeah. Go ahead.
She'll kind of grin and poke her arm through his hand because, there, again, stuff she knows about, but hasn't necessarily experienced for herself just yet. So, the formality of actually being, a lady.
You are all led to a central council area. As you come in, here are the things that you see. Sitting in a central seat to the council area is Elrond, who bade you welcome when you first came to Rivendell. Immediately to his left is a man in a tall, pointy gray hat and a long gray beard. His eyebrows almost stick out from underneath the brim of his hat, as they are quite long in this council chamber area. You also see Haldir is here. And as well, there are several different elves that are also here. Looks like they are of different households and are bearing some different crests. One you would all notice, or at least Naradris and Galantir, you would notice that there is a detachment from Lorien that is here. And they have showed up for this particular council. Tora, you would notice that some of Gloin's cousins happen to be here in a couple of the seats before you arrive.
Tora will definitely give a nod to them.
They nod back, wagging their beards just a little bit as they do, recognizing who you are. One of them stands and goes, "Ah, a granddaughter of Disa."
And Tora will grin, and she'll say, I didn't expect to see any of my kinsmen here, but you're a sight for sore eyes.
And you as well. Looks like you're growing a little, and kind of reaches up to touch your beard a little bit and goes, looks like you haven't grown fully in yet.
I just leave it alone now. Not all of us are capable of whiskers, you know.
Don't worry, cousin. You will make a fine bearded dwarf someday.
Heck yeah.
Goes, what about these strange elves and this council? Do you have any word on what it's about?
All I know is some various folk that I've met along the way have been called here, and I have my suspicions, but I think we're in search of the Red Axe of Dying, but that's just between you and me.
Red Axe of Time.
Yes.
I thought that he still owned it. I thought he still had it in his hands.
Well, that's just a suspicion I have here. I heard word on the road that Gandalf was looking for it up and down all of Eriador, so...
Tharkun. I've never really trusted the man. Although, if you ask me, I think he's more than a mere man.
Well, don't be daft now. Of course he's more than a mere man.
He reaches into his coat and pulls out a flask and goes, I can't stand the watered-down piss they serve here. This brought you some, I brought along some ale, some real ale. Here, fill your belly with that so you don't have to eat all the damned vegetables they've been giving us.
You're even more welcome than I thought. And she'll grab it and down it.
See, now that'll put hair on your chin.
If it hasn't put it on by now, I don't think there's any hope.
Don't be greedy here. Give it back. And he takes it back and puts it back in his coat and goes, well, looks like they're getting ready. We'll talk after council.
Sounds good. And Tora will look for her companions.
You definitely see them coming in. Magni and Sans are entering the ring here. Naradris and a friend of Naradris coming in as well. Someone that apparently she has met along the way. And then lastly, in sort of like a lone fashion, you see a very high elf that is leading in Arden into the ring.
Tora will approach Arden. How you making out there?
Better. I woke up not long ago.
Well, you woke up just in time, it seems. They're just about to host this little gathering here. And between you and me, I hope they don't serve any more of that salad.
Why are you dissing the salad?
Nara, I didn't see you back there behind all those books.
Look what I found for you. And she'll pull out the smithing book. Whatever.
Oi!
I can read it to you.
I can read what you're trying to
I'm saying
imply there.
if you're smithing, I can read, and then you can learn as you're smithing.
Oh,
By the way,
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
This book has a foreword by Nori.
Tora will say, "Oh, well, I guess that makes sense then." All right, you can read it.
That's not useful.
You can read it to me,
Okay.
but later in private. Don't
Yes. Sorry. Anyways, proceed.
Don't tell my cousins.
Okay. I won't tell them at all.
Nara, do you need help with those books?
They tried taking them away. Well, they didn't try taking them away. They said I should leave them be, and then I just we grabbed them.
Well, Nara, you could have just left it there for now, and then just went back to grab
Well,
them.
I didn't know if I was gonna come back. It's a long walk. The library's all the way over there.
Nara, be practical.
Here. Eats a piece of Limbus book. Here, take this. Take this.
He just takes it with one hand, yeah?
Okay, that's all. The rest I can carry. This is easy.
He puts it in his pack, and he'll hesitate for a second. Oh, wait.
Wait.
He'll put it in the other pack. Because this pack has the meat in it.
By the way, just a correction because I know that Tolkien enthusiast out there will absolutely murder me over this, but not a forward by Nori. It has a forward by Gamel Zirek, who was an ancient dwarven craftsman. So my bad. I got two things mixed up. So there you go.
How dare you?
How
It's okay.
dare I?
All right.
Oh,
I've been taking notes.
don't mind Prim. She's just chewing on a sandwich right now.
I think at this
Um,
point you might hear Arden's stomach growling because she actually hasn't eaten
Do you want some?
like a week.
No, Nora, respectfully, the Limbus spread might not be enough for the taste buds of Arden right now.
I can put pepper on it.
No,
I can put salt on it.
No.
I can put cinnamon on it.
We don't want to ruin your tradition.
Not your right.
True, he's right over there. He got very mad earlier about that.
I'm whispering it so he doesn't.
Nara, do you want to introduce your friend?
Friend. Well, not friend. That's not his name. Galantir is his name, guys. Galantir. This is Magni, Arden, Tora, Prim.
Galantir, and on a serious note, did she kidnap you to get the books?
I didn't kidnap him.
Don't talk about the books. I think it's better to just let the books lie where they are.
Okay. All right. Anyway, here you go, Arden. I'll just give her just a sandwich, a meat sandwich.
Thank you.
Of course.
She'll just start slowly eating because she's
And
really
Tora?
hungry, but she also doesn't want to get sick off of it.
Tora, are you tired of the salad?
Did I not make it clear enough?
He'll
He'll
do the Hulk meme where he's giving tacos, put it in your hands.
Did you guys not have it with the Hidden Valley Ranch?
Good lord.
It's so much better with the ranch. The ranch and the salad and the limb. It's great.
Okay, stop.
You know what?
We were just asked to go grab some more ranch for y'all because apparently Pram wants to go hunt some cows down there.
About this time, the sound of a bowl rings.
Oh, okay. We gotta go.
Elrond stands and goes, "Adventurers who have come from afar, welcome to Rivendell. This is a special council that has been called for a specific purpose. There is a darkness that currently is invading our land. The elves have decided to move into the west, and you have been called here as individuals whom it seems that the Song of the Valinor have chosen for a specific task. Some of you because of necessity, some of you because of bloodline, and some of you because of your abilities. We stand on a breaking point. Gandalf, would you tell us what it is that we're looking for? Gandalf stands and kind of leans on his staff as he sort of gets up from his seat, that old man creak as he does so. Yes, well, we are currently in search of rings. We seem to believe that the enemy might be searching for rings, as they might become weapons. Some of you may remember from ancient lore the rings of old that were given to men and elves and dwarves in order to secure their powers here in the land. The rings gave authority, and for some special abilities, and still for others, long life and prosperity. However, long ago, past a time that most of you can remember, there was a battle that was fought for all of Middle-earth. And the free peoples came together for that battle. We honor that tradition today with all of you who happen to be here. Elves, dwarves, men, and hobbits. It's always interesting where I find you little folk. And kind of peers down at Prim. By the way, is Prim here? Because I can't see her camera.
Oh, Prim's here again. Sorry.
Okay. No, you are totally fine. I just in my thing. If your thing doesn't show up, then I don't see you. But he goes, "How on earth did you fall in with this company?"
Well, well, you set fire accident to a house, and then you need to run away and eat salad.
Let me guess. You're a took.
Associated, yes.
Yes, you tooks are always getting yourselves into a little bit of trouble, aren't you? Very well, then.
Just a tiny bit.
I am... you see that Gandalf looks at you, Prim, for a long time, as if things are beginning to sort of spin in his mind on some stuff. And he goes, I should pay the Shire a visit soon. Yes.
I know.
Visit an old friend of mine. Very well. As I was saying, we honor that alliance today. And we have something extra to ask of any of you who would like to volunteer for a special mission to find one of these lost rings. Elrond looks over to him and says, Gandalf, where specifically is this ring to be found? Gandalf says, we are looking for the Ring of Thror. Tora, immediately.
Yeah,
You would know.
Tora's breath catches a little bit.
The others, the other dwarves, same kind of thing. They start talking to one another, sort of over where they are. You see Gandalf say, I'm not sure that we can trust any of these rings, specifically in the hands of the enemy. If you would remember, it was at the Battle of... Phoenix, help me out with the name of this.
Oh my god. Ananul's Bazaar.
See?
Azanul Bazaar.
Azanul Bazaar. Yes, it was at the Battle of Azanul Bazaar. There you go. Gandalf has a stroke. He says, it was at this fateful battle when Thror fell. Not Thror. Who was it? Thrain. Yeah. It was in this battle that it was lost, cut from the hand of the king, and taken by Azog, the Defiler. There are many who believe that this ring still exists within the depth of Moria. We need to get into Moria to delve its depths and see if there's a possibility of retrieving this ring, for it might be very necessary in order to stop the encroaching darkness. There's a bit of a hush that falls over everyone. Elrond stands and says, "It is at this time that we would open up for questions as to the nature of this particular mission. If you are going to partake of this, there will be danger. As you know, the Bane of Durin still exists underneath this mountain." And he puts the floor open for questions.
Now, how do we know this particular ring from any other ring that we might find? You know, a small metal circle is not particularly easy to find, and something tells me that it's not particularly easy to tell one from another. So how do we do?
At this, Haldar will stand and say, "When I passed through Moria, I found that Azog, after his defeat, had his clan take the ring. At least this is what was spoken of in the depths. The clan took the ring deeper into Moria. If you find the clan, you will probably find information on what happened to that very ring. So at least we have a lead to where to go. The ring is set with a blue stone, crafted in fine mithril. It will outshine any other ring around it. I know it's like looking for a needle in a haystack, but that is the peril of searching for small, powerful things amongst the world."
Well, I don't know if anyone else has any other questions, but I don't need any other answers. I'm in. And Tora will stand up, and she'll go and she'll stand beside Elrond or Gandalf or both, and she'll kind of cross her arms and heft her axe over her shoulder, and she'll say, "Besides, you need someone of the bloodline to take care of the mess of my kinsmen."
You see the one of the dwarves, the one that you were talking to earlier at this point, Tora, stands and says, "The dwarves of Erebor will decline volunteering for this particular mission. Tora, it is dangerous down in that mine. Anyone who goes there is a fool. We've already lost many good dwarves to that place, and I will not call it Khazad-dûm any longer. I will call it what it is. Moria, the Black Pit."
Tora kind of squares up her feet and lifts her chin slightly. And she'll say, "Now, you're not the first one of my folk to call me a fool for going there. And I'm certain you won't be the last. But it's the burden of fools to carry out the missions that need to occur in life, and if we won't take care of the messes that our own folk make, and won't go into the lands that are destined for our folk, we're just living the life of cowards. And yea, you might call yourself not a fool. You might say you're even got two brain cells to rub together, but You know what? Shush. Don't
Sorry, I was like,
don't
cells?
question
What are
brain
cells?
right now?
Go ahead.
Shit, I didn't think that was sciencey.
No, that's good. It's fine. You're good.
But you might think you have more than a fool's wit, but if you're a coward, you're only making it known to yourself, and that's really no life to live at all.
Okay. I need you to make me real quick a charisma.
Okay, climbing out the baby pen. 1 moment.
You're fine. When you get there, give me a charisma check.
Just a straight charisma check.
Yep.
Okay, 1 sec.
Come on, Tora.
Am I charismatic? I'm not charismatic.
That's something.
Oh no, I'm not charismatic.
You see that the dwarf you were talking to before, he just kind of shakes his head and goes, "All right. What do you want me to tell your family?"
Tora will raise her chin, and she will say, wait 1 second. She will say, "I want you to tell my grandmother and my mother, Thel and Torbera, that I've gone to seek glory, and I'll be back when I've found it."
Right. Very well then. And he takes a seat. Elrond looks and goes, "Are there any others that would partake upon this quest?"
Galantir will step forward and say, "I was not summoned without reason, so you'll have my bow." And then he'll look at Haldir and ask, "When you traveled through Moria, did you have any indication where these orcs might be hiding?"
Yes. As we delved into the very belly of Moria, we found that there were differing clans of orcs that were vying for control. One particular clan, after losing Azog, had become religiously fixated on the Balrog. You can find them in the deepest parts of the mine. It is there that we believe that the ring will be found.
Thank you.
So, just a heads up. Translation. In hell. We're in hell. It's in hell.
Tread carefully. Well, having taking that in, he will look at Master Elrond and very respectfully say, "Master Elrond, if we embark on this dangerous mission, would you be so kind as to supply us with everything we need to ensure our success?"
And that is how we do some council rolls, guys. So here's what I need. At this juncture, we have one from Galantir. That would be a persuasion roll. So Galantir, go ahead and make me a persuasion roll. DC for this is going to be a 12.
So,
right. So, because we've never used alchemy before. So in the bottom left-hand side, you are going to see actions, skills. So you're going to go down to persuasion. You're going to click on persuasion, and then in the middle, it'll say check or view. You're going to push check. Beautiful.
oh, that's lucky.
Yeah, that's what we love to see. Okay, so we're gonna need 3 of those in order to release certain things from Elrond. So at a council event, just a heads up in terms of the mechanics for everybody out there. At a council event, you have several different phases of the council event. At a certain phase, you can ask for aid and resources, and they will be released, or things will be added to your company, or decisions that are like, we don't need to do this. So in other words, Tora, you could that role right there was basically to convince the other dwarves to come with you in this thing. However, you failed. You fail. So you can ask for resources, you can get things from a council event. So that is one there. Who else would like to ask for resources in this moment of Elrond or Gandalf or somebody else that would, or Haldir or things like that? Because right now, basically, there's so much that can be done here. It's wide open in terms of possibilities. I'm willing to roll with whatever.
He just agreed to give us everything, so let's make our list.
I'll need 2 other successes on this in order to get the fullness of what Elrond might send resource-wise.
I'll do it. I'll do one.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Could I also do one? I think I do have high persuasion.
Most definitely. Yep.
I
Persuasion. DC's going to be
Yeah.
12.
If this doesn't make it, David, I'm not miserable. Elven success.
So you're going to do an Elven success on me?
Let me roll, and then if I fail, then I'll...
I love it.
I'm not miserable. I have so many books with... Yeah.
That's
Elven
a failure.
success. Give me the Elven success.
Oh,
That's another failure.
why?
I'm an elf, David.
Does
And
anybody
I'm
roll
so
this?
happy.
God.
I mean, we just need 3 successes.
I have
Okay.
a +5. But I
David.
still failed.
So it's
Can that be a mixed
an
success
Elven
too?
success. So we've got
Oh,
2
beautiful. 'Cause
successes.
I have
We need a
books.
third.
thank God.
Magni. Okay. Here's what I need. I need from you, Magni, an impassioned plea to Elrond for resources at this moment.
Okay.
You got this. You
Wait,
got this.
it's resources for the party, correct?
Yes, resources for the party.
Okay.
Yep.
Lord Elrond. Magni sort of drops this. He's been kind of goofy. He's been this goofy person. Kind of dealing with Prim, having the same energy as Prim. He
No.
sort of drops that persona, and you'll see a more regal, noble-ish persona, and he'll address Elrond. Lord Elrond, I'm sure you know that the dangers of this quest will call upon, I guess you could say, sending us, this group, if we're all volunteering to do this, is dangerous. And to ensure that success, we need every single thing we can possibly get. Now I know that you might not know who I am, and that is okay. But I know you know who my father is. His name is Bard. And he has sent me here in order to ask for a plea or a bargain or anything that can help with the security of our fledgling nation and kingdom. I may be the second prince, but I love my city. I will do what it takes, whatever it takes to ensure its success.
You see Gandalf, by the way, look very like wide-eyed at this, and he says, "You are a descendant of Bard of
Yes. Unfortunately, how should I put this? I stayed out of the public eye. You all know my brother, Bane. He is the crown prince, after all. I've been mostly working at the tavern as a chef. Getting to know my people.
Very interesting. Well, welcome, son of Bard. I knew your father.
You have told me, Sir Gandalf.
Very well. Yes, you should be a welcome addition to this team. And Elrond, can we not give them something? Elrond looks and says, we will clothe you in our weapons and armor. We will give you enough food to be able to feed yourselves for several weeks deep within the mine. You will not be able to carry enough into Moria, into Khazad-dûm, to feed you, as it will take a year's time to make it all the way through. This search will encompass a large portion of your lives. You see elven smiths begin to show up with blades and armors and bows at this juncture, and sort of lay them out here. I will also send with you one of my best archers, and he Gandalf and Elrond are trading off voices at this point. He says, I will also send with you one of my best archers. And he sort of does his hand like this. And there is... Hold on one second. I'm looking up. An elf steps forward and he goes, Aladan, will you accompany this group into Khazad-dûm? Eldan looks up and says, yes, father. I will go with them.
The way we did the face at the same time, like.
I think Magni will address everything. And also, my father has sent a letter ahead. I believe it is only for your eyes only, Lord Elrond. You know.
I'm sorry, Magni. I was reading a fact and I completely missed that. Say that one more time.
Lord Elrond, my father has sent me with a letter. I believe it is meant for you, as well as probably Gandalf, but I've never broke the seal. So, and he'll basically make space in his chest piece, and he'll unhook the hidden compartment and produce the letter, and he'll have the seal of Dale.
Gandalf takes it and goes, well, curiouser and curiouser. I will open this when the council is done, unless you wish me to do it now.
As much as I would love to know what it says, I think it's best that you all handle it while I'm prepared for the journey. And Gandalf,
very well.
I would appreciate if you let my family know where I'm going.
I will send word by some of my scouts. Make sure that they know. By the way, at this point, Aladan looks over. Arden, you would know Aladan. Aladan and Elrohir, his brother, traveled far and wide with the Rangers. Aladan looks over at you and gives you a smirk and says, I would request that Arden come with us. Elrond goes, Arden is a young ranger, and this is a very dangerous task. Eldan says, I know Arden and her father, and I know the kind of cloth that they are made from. She will become an asset to us. She has, and he looks over, a strong heart.
Lord Elrond, was this the mission you were going to ask of my father?
Yes. This was why your family was called.
In that case, I will take his place since he is not here. Just when your scouts do find him or find word of him, please let him know where I am and that I'm okay.
Such bravery. It is something that we overlook often within humans. Courage. Good. Yes, Arden, son of Arin. Son, listen to me. Daughter of Arin. You will join the fellowship. Elrond says that makes 4 that will be joining us.
Oh, I have not time to. Prim, will you be joining us?
I think I will, but I do have some conditions.
You
They're
see
baking into
Gandalf.
rations.
Yeah. You see Gandalf chuckle a little bit. Yes. And what are your conditions, young Prim?
I would like to ask for rations, but I did hear some troubling news on our way over. We were at the troll shows and they were talking about attacking the Shire. Gandalf, please, can you ensure that nothing happens to my friends and family while I'm gone?
Yes. I believe that I can get in contact with a friend of mine, Strider. He will travel into that area and guard it if he can. There are those within the Shire. The Shire is very well out of the way. It is hidden. By the way, pray tell, what other things did you see within the Trollshaws? They just went very Texas with that. Trollshaws. Within the Trollshaws.
Troll size.
They
Alright.
talked of attacking the Shire, right, Magni?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they did.
And narratives, that is what they talked about.
Yes, they did.
There was
It was going to be trolls and orcs, the two pairing together to combat these. To combat.
To mount an
Gandalf,
attack upon the Shire.
Mm-hmm.
Gandalf exchanges a glance with Elrond and says, "Why would they be attacking the Shire? Why would they even think of that?" Elrond thinks for a second. Gandalf, maybe you should go and visit the Shire again. What was that hobbit's name that you brought here last time? It was, Bilbo. He said,
Bilbo.
Yes, you do. Elrond goes, didn't he have some sort of magic ring that you told me about? Gandalf goes, yes, but it couldn't be. I mean, it wouldn't be.
But Bilbo is very popular in the Shire for suddenly disappearing. You know, when I'm like looking for food and I'm going to, like, I once saw him across the bridge and then he suddenly disappeared. He does do that.
This is most concerning. Very well. I will go back to the Shire myself. I'll say hello to Bilbo. It's been a while since I've seen my friend.
There's another thing we saw. A rider. fully in black.
Elrond, I mean, both of their faces sort of drop here. Gandalf's been smoking, but he like stops for a second, and Elrond stops and goes, "A rider, you said, dressed in black."
Yes. It almost caught us, but luckily we found a tree to hide us.
Mhm.
And did
It
it
was
feel
so
like
helpful.
death itself?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, Gandalf, it did.
We had heard about the possibility of the Nazgul coming in this direction. This is distressing indeed. Thank you for that information. Yeah, go ahead.
Gandalf, is there any sort of protection that we can get from get against the mind sickness that seemed to affect Arden? Because
Yes, well, the darkness that follows Sauron, the evil that permeates. He wouldn't have said anything about Sauron. He doesn't even want to. He doesn't want to admit that Sauron. He doesn't want to
Exists.
cause that kind of. He would call him the Dark Lord. He would. Yeah. Here's what he's going to say: the darkness that currently threatens to overtake this land.
Yeah.
I can offer you very little protection from it. And when you get into the mines, you have to worry about not only that, but also mind sickness and dragon sickness, depending on where you are. To say that this journey will be fraught with peril is to. However.
So there are no.
Yeah, go ahead.
No amulets or metal protection?
I am not a.
Such a
I am not a street magician that can offer you amulets.
So where can we find a street magician, Gandalf?
He sort of looks for just a second and goes, seems to me that you already have the protection on you, Prim.
What is that?
It's your bow.
No.
It's the rations.
It's the hobbitness.
Yes, it's the stick. It's the
That's-
stick, Magni.
All
I
of
knew
those
it.
answers are great, but he leans forward and goes, "This is not my favorite pipe."
Ooh. You have his pipe.
Thank you, Gandalf. Yes.
When you are in danger,
No.
take a moment
Yes.
and smoke.
Any kind of pipe weed that we can get? Because that's quite light. We can carry that.
Elrond shakes his head and goes, "I will never understand the fascination with pipe weed that you share with them, Gandalf." And he says, "Well, you haven't had old Toby." Am I right, Prim?
Yes, Elrond has lived, but I feel like he has not lived.
Elrond goes, "Very well. You have received your protections. You now have the comfort of an extra individual in the form of my son that will go with you. We have in this fellowship." By the way, Prim, did you say you will go?
Yes.
Yeah, Prim
I
did
think
say that.
she,
Yeah, Prim
she,
did.
she wanted her conditions met, and they said
Okay.
absolutely.
Absolutely. Fantastic. This fellowship will be comprised of Naradris, sorry, this is Gandalf talking. Naradris, an elf of Linden, Galantir, of Linden. Magnicorn, son of Bard.
My name is actually Bali.
Bali.
Okay. Name review. What's up, Molly?
And now I have to
Change your thing.
fucking change your lower third. Fantastic.
No. I don't usually go by that name. You can keep it Magni.
I should have known. It's Tolkien. He gives like 6 names to people. But you are known as Magni. Okay, all right, great. Bully. Well then. Arden, daughter of Oren. Tora. And Prim Senna. Or should I say Prim Took?
For this campaign, I'm a Took.
He says, very well. You will be the Fellowship. And we got to come up with a cool name for the Fellowship.
That isn't the we. That isn't
No,
the we.
no, please
Not
no.
Fellowship of the We. So Mike, we may have started off this campaign a little rockily. There was a moment that now lives in infamy. I did it to myself. A moment that now lives in infamy, where our characters, one of our characters, decided that they were going to. Well, I decided that the scene I wanted to play out was them to urinate, but it happened to be off of the tower. In the mornings, and so anyway, we were branded as the Fellowship of the We early on, just as a joke. But that being said, we are now searching for a better, more stable Tolkien name for our group here. So the Fellowship, we can't take Fellowship of the Ring because that's already.
That's going to be used in a few years.
Wait.
Yeah.
What if
It's trademarked.
what if we are the Fellowship of a Ring?
Of a particular ring that we're looking for. How about this? What about Fellowship of the Minds?
That's what I just said.
Did you say that? Fantastic.
Second.
Seconded. And just need a third, and it's law.
You can do Fellowship
All right.
as well.
Fellowship of the what?
Light.
Oh,
Light.
a light.
I like that.
too.
Yes.
I do like that. That's so good.
Very
Can we
well.
do both? Can we just be everything?
No.
Yeah, we can be all the things.
All of this.
Can we
Very
have
well.
T-shirts that say like Fellowship of the Light, and then we flip around and on the back it says
The Minds. Very well. You will be the Fellowship of the Light, bringing the light of Valinor into the darkness of Moria. Yes. And maybe the forges again will light in Moria.
a small smile begins to grow on Tora's face as she imagines the mines, the forges of her ancestral homeland glowing bright and warm once more. And she says, maybe.
Very well. You will leave on the eve. Stay close to the roads from here. You will pass by the Redhorn Pass and enter into the Dimral Dale to the eastern staircase and into the mines in that direction. I will go as far with you as to the pool and then leave you on your way.
I know you said you'd give us a place. Could I get more healers kits? You have no idea how many times they've been hurt before.
Are the elves of Lorien still here? The ones that were with us at the...
Yes, they are watching.
I'd like to walk over to... Galantir walks over to them and ask them how their travels across the pass on their way to Rivendell have been, and if they've noticed anything strange or out of the ordinary.
There are foul beasts here within the Redhorn Pass. We did not dare go into the mountain. Groups of orcs and goblins can be heard within its depths, drums in the deep. They do not sleep but lightly. As we crossed over the mountain, we did also see the Black Riders. The shadow...
Multiple Black Riders, even.
It would seem so, yes. We were the first ones to bring news of it to Lord Elrond.
What exactly are the Black Riders?
Gandalf leans on a staff. They are humans that are more darkness than they are men. They took the evil pledge from Sauron, and thus were twisted by his greed and darkness. They are now shadows. However, they are led by a powerful leader whose necromantic powers have granted him strength beyond the normal.
Do we avoid him?
At all costs.
Understood.
It is said that no man can destroy the Witch King of Angmar.
Look at my party.
Most of them women. And not men.
Yeah.
Say that again, Prim.
Oh, could Prim possibly talk to the Elven Smiths about a grappling hook?
Give me a persuasion check, Prim.
Describe what it is. Okay.
A grappling hook.
Could I possibly help?
Yes.
Narratively, how are you going to help her get a grappling hook?
Well, the grappling hook provides several different ways for us to transverse the mines. Could allow us to climb upwards or climb downwards. He's going full on, logical uses of it.
Logical
Steel
use.
fruit. With her
That is what?
two cousins.
Okay.
Not good? Oh.
What was your roll?
Inside.
What was that? I did wrong. All right. What was it?
For some reason, it's not showing up on mine. What was the number?
Uh-oh.
Is she froze?
Maybe.
She might be froze. Oh,
There's
there it
that.
goes.
Oh, no, not good.
Oh
Advantage.
no!
Advantage. You have advantage.
Roll again.
I'll let Magni give you advantage. Go ahead. Roll again. By the way, she might have nuked her computer trying to use it.
I could roll it.
Yeah, why don't you roll it? We'll see.
We'll
see
see.
if it's-
Modifier, so that's fine.
Yeah, persuasion.
Oh,
Hell yeah, let's
That's
go.
much better. An elf goes, a grapple. We can definitely get you a hook to use with one of our ropes. And he brings out one of the ropes and he goes, "This is elven rope. It coils and uncoils on command, and you can tie a knot and then quickly undo it. It's very useful."
Yeah, it's actually perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I'll look at Prim, who's currently failed at persuading the elf. And I'll say, yeah, with a nat one. And I'll say, yeah, I think Arden might know how to make a knot better than me, so you should probably have Arden do this. But yeah.
Speaking of Arden,
Yes.
Arden, when everything seems to be breaking up is going to go over to Hallandir and say, I had given you a necklace when we last met, and you said you were gonna try and get it purified. Have you had any luck with that?
Yes, we had our elven smiths take a look at it. Here. And he goes over and grabs a box and puts it before you and says, a gift from the elves to honor the Dunedain.
Thank you. The honor's mine. And she will gingerly take the box and very politely bow and then go back to the others before she opens it to look at it.
Over the table, it is a +1 wisdom.
Ooh.
Hell yeah, Corley!
So I guess over the table. What
Yes.
the equipment? What exactly does the equipment do for us?
We will go into all of that in just a minute. We are going to go ahead. It is 1:59. We're sitting at 2 hours. We're going to take our 10-minute break here, y'all. When we come back, we will outfit our individuals as we head towards the Dimril Dale. And once we head that direction, we may get into combat before we have to end our session tonight at 3 hours. But that is that's where we'll go. So it is right now. We are sitting at 23. So we will see everybody back here at 34 after the hour. Okay.
Can I ask one quick question, David?
Yeah.
When we put my character over, I saw that we missed my the virtue that I chose. So how can I edit my stats after I've gone into it?
Most
Do I
definitely.
need to just go out or
No, you
Click
can
on- Click on your character sheet. If there's a top left, there's a little like wrench. Click on the wrench.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Yep.
Sorry,
There you
Dave. I'm having tech issues. Could I get out the rest of this session? Yeah, sorry guys.
No, it's totally
All
fine.
good.
Do you need to change over to your phone? Would your phone be easier?
No, with my Wi-Fi connection and everything, it's just not good today. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't want to.
definitely.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Okay, that's totally fine. We understand, and we will see you next time.
Bye!
Bye.
Good night.
All right, we'll take our break, and we will be back here in about 10 minutes, guys. there was a very short break for me. I don't know if it was for anybody else. We lost our prim, but we will soldier on here. Okay, so let's talk loot of what we got here. Okay, so with elven swords, I had my list pulled up here.
Okay.
Ooh, there's a list.
Ooh, a list.
Okay. There are a couple of different options that you guys can take in terms of bows and swords. Okay, have different qualities to them, and the armor has some options. Now, let me ask this question, Arden. What armor are you currently wearing?
None.
None.
So there's a reason for that. Part of Messenger is that if she's not wearing her armor, her AC is her dex and her charisma.
Fantastic.
So it was technically higher for me to do that than any of the starting armor options available to me.
Amazing. So I was just checking on yours. I think I know about everybody else's, but I didn't remember that was Messenger, but that is fantastic. Let me say this. Of elven swords, you can either choose one of the two. It's a +1 sword, okay? Or it glows blue when enemies are about. So we have either of those options on swords. By the way, Magni, we are not seeing your camera ad right now. Oh, okay, fantastic.
I'm eating.
Just wanted to make sure
people see me eting.
110%. That's why I shoved stuff in my face in the break. So we've got +1 on those swords. Bows are also +1, or they also the bows deal additional damage, an additional D4 of damage. So it's either +1 to hit or an additional D4 of damage on those elven bows. Then the armor likewise is a +1 armor, or it does. Shoot, what was the armor spec on that? It's it's either going to raise your AC. So I think it's like for the elven armor, it's for the leather, it's instead of it being, say, the leather jerkin. Hold on, got to look up the thing. That's it. If you're going for plate, then it doesn't give you the disadvantage on stealth. Well, if you're going leather, then it's a +1 to the normal leather AC.
Okay. I'm gonna do the +1 short bow.
Okay. Yeah. By the way, you can only take one of that spread.
Oh.
So you can take either an armor or a weapon.
Armor or a weapon. Yes.
That's fine.
Armor or a bow or a sword.
Right.
That's fine.
Sorry,
Me and Odin have the same thing.
What did you say that the armor doesn't impose
disadvantage? So if it is heavy armor, it doesn't impose the disadvantage on stealth.
On stealth. Okay. Just making sure.
Oh, so it's like metal armor?
Because I have like a trait about armor stuff, so I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't like doubling down.
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna take armor.
Okay.
You're shieldy
you
dwarf.
You're switching your dwarven armor for elven made armor. Is your pride going to be able to handle that?
Do you want a manicure with that?
Here's the thing.
I can do your nails.
That was good.
Here's
the thing, you guys.
Yeah.
Tora is a dwarf of the Iron Hills. She has a respect and a working relationship with the elves of Lothlorien, whom they supplied iron to on a regular basis. So she actually doesn't mind elven craftsmanship to an extent. Obviously, dwarves are better craftsmen in general. They make more suitable stuff, but Tora will not shun a good plate if it's gonna be more advantageous to her comrades.
With the plate, is it just standard plate AC? So it'll be an 18 AC, or is it just?
Yeah, it's a standard plate AC.
Cool.
Now you can choose a plus. Plate is light, not light, but it's heavy armor. But it is considered that it doesn't sound like human plate would. So it you can still sneak in it.
Yeah, I heard that. You can only choose one item out of the spread, correct?
Correct. That is correct.
Okay. I know, guys. That alert longsword could be very helpful.
It definitely can.
Look at me. Do you think I can do a longsword? No.
You could be our early warning system.
Yeah. Literally. You don't have to wield the longsword, you just need to have it attuned to it.
The concept is if it's within 60 feet.
Yep.
And nobody else wants it?
I mean, my primary is a bow.
All right, I'll do it. All right, give me that longsword.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And my AC is still better without armor, even with the +1.
Same.
So, so this is the name.
For the longsword?
So you doing longsword or short sword?
Whichever is simple.
Okay.
Look, I'm switching my fighting style, guys, for you guys.
You don't gotta fight with it. You don't have to fight with
I
it.
feel like I'm gonna have to fight with it.
We need like
true.
some beach episodes of like Tora teaching Nara how to hold a sword.
Wait, so you do it like this? Like two hands?
It'll be like the Mr. Miyagi. Like
Yeah, totally.
You keep hitting me with a stick sword. Ah! Wait!
Wax on, wax off.
I'm going.
Wax up. That's amazing. Fantastic.
What card? Which one?
A lung. It's called a lung. If it's a short sword, if it's an elvish short sword.
How do you spell it?
Yeah, I put it in chat.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Okay. What about you? Shoot. Your name is Galantier. What about you, Galantier?
Can I have a longbow with the I'll take the extra D4, I think.
Okay, extra D4 damage. Yep. We're considering that elven damage. Just because
I'll take it.
Elf arrows are fun. Fantastic.
Is Elf a damage type now?
Elf is totally a damage type. Yes, 110%.
All right, Nara. I got to use you as a weapon. I'm sorry.
You just start chucking things. Amazing.
Elf wielding.
All right. Yep. Go ahead and put those things in your inventory. You can go ahead and make. So if you want to go into your actions here on Alchemy, if you go into your actions, right click and go edit, you can actually add your pluses to that. If you would so desire to do so, you can actually add damage onto. So if you got a longbow, you can go down to the bottom and go add add damage, and it will actually allow you to put the D4 in there as well.
So, David,
Yes.
just gut feeling. How long before we hit 3rd level do you think, maybe? Do you know?
It'll be within the next 2 sessions. Why? What are you thinking? Tell me what you're thinking.
So, 3rd level, I'm gonna get extra fighting. I'm gonna get extra proficiencies, including in actual martial weapons.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah. So I'm kind of like, do I take a longbow now that I can't use until then?
That's a great question.
Eventually.
Can you survive until then?
You know.
That I am trying my bestest.
I think I can.
Maybe. But yeah, I think in that case she's going to plan ahead a little bit and say that she's practicing along the way with it.
Beautiful. I love that. So we narratively jump into it.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, I'll be taking the plate.
All right. Going with the plate. Okay, beautiful. Okay. I am just grabbing a map for this next section as we jump into it. Okay. As you guys are getting ready to leave, tell me as you guys are in the process of sort of packing up and heading out, anything that you left at Rivendell that you guys want to do?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Go ahead. Okay. All right. Good. We will start with Naradris. What do you want to do?
So, obviously return most of the books that I've been but ask Elrond if I'm able
We lost a lot
Hello?
of that, hun.
I know. I don't know what happened. Okay. I think I'm okay.
Yeah,
Maybe?
you're good. We're
Okay,
good.
cool.
Everything's good.
Just pretend this is a compendium of medicine, okay? That he wrote himself. And I would ask Elrond if I'm able to take this with me. Because if I'm able to take this with me.
Yeah.
Because okay. I look. Here's the thing. I already asked for healer's kit.
Right.
I'm sure he's provided, right? I don't know how many.
Sure.
Man.
I'm gonna say, go ahead and roll me a d6.
Okay. Please be a 6. I'm begging.
Hey! There you go. 6 healer's kits.
Beautiful.
By the way, Elrond himself is like, Naradris, the grace of the Eldar are with you.
That's
You are an
actually-
elf of Linden. And so, your hands must work the craft of your
Mhm.
forebears.
I agree.
It was your people who saw the light of the stars and awoke with them. And so, may that light shine through you. Take of these healing kits that we have prepared for you. The most of the herbs that can be found within this hidden valley,
Is King's
as well
Foil in
as-
it?
at the ranch that was right next to the hidden valley, the hidden valley ranch that
I love
I've
that.
placed in there as well. No, anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Is there King's Foil in it?
King's foil. Yes, there is.
Okay. Thank you.
I might ask you, if you would,
Hmm.
if there is a grievous wound that cannot be healed, have Arden breathe on this king's foil for you.
Okay, breathe onto King's foil. She's like taking notes as I am. Okay. Your compendium of. I haven't. I swear to God.
I swear to God.
I know. I don't have it.
What is going on?
I don't know.
Do you need to turn down the sensitivity on
Maybe.
Discord?
Maybe. I don't know. I've been unplugging and plugging this thing all day, so
Interesting.
I don't know what happened.
Try putting it away from you real quick. Now talk.
Hello?
Okay.
Okay. Let's hope this lasts. Your medicine of compendium. I haven't been able to finish it, and I'm hoping you'd let me take it. It says my companions are able to learn how to do medicine outside of combat, and hypothetically speaking, if something were to happen to me, I would want them to be able to heal themselves.
You may take this tome with you.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. You have no idea.
However, I do want it back.
Of course. If I can't make it back, I'll make sure Tora does. Tora is a lady of her word.
Yes.
And then we came with a companion, Fenwick. I know he's probably still with you. Can you guys just keep an eye on him?
We will keep Fenric Trickfoot with us. I believe that he has much to tell us about halflings and will help us to understand more about them.
And he loves you guys. He loves elves a lot, like culturally. He thinks we're amazing.
Well, we will do our best to enrich his life.
Thank you. Thank you again for the compendium. Okay. I promise I'll return it. I must go. Thank you.
Okay.
He walks away.
Anybody else got some stuff to do?
Yes. Medicine.
Yeah.
Why don't we go with Galantir first?
Yeah, so I'll walk back to the library and with all these books that I've noticed there, I'm there's so much history there, and I want to go try and find a book that might have some maps or drawings or of Moira in them. My background is a tower guard, so I'm proficient with cartographer's tools. And if I can find a good map, I might want to try and make a quick drawing of it so that we've got some sort of reference material as we go into the mines.
Fantastic. Yeah. As you get there, there's definitely maps upon maps that are in here. There is a very crude drawing of what looks like some of the levels or the layers of Moria that is actually you see several different signatures at the bottom of the map, and it so happens that Gloin is actually one of the signatures at the bottom of the map. Now, I'm not sure you would know anything about Gloin, but he went through here not too long ago for an elf. So but yeah, so you see all those maps that are there. Go ahead and give me with advantage. Give me a looking for my thing here. Let's see. What do I want you to give me? Give me a
Investigation?
No. Give me an explore check.
Explore.
Yeah, you got new things here.
Wait, where is explore?
Should be it should be
It's-
after survival.
You have to scroll all the way down.
I don't see explore.
I added
Oh,
it.
no.
Refresh your thing.
Okay.
Do. I'm looking.
Yeah, no, there's something wrong with my eyesight. I still don't have explore.
No, it's good. I don't see Explorer in here. It probably got missed while the two
I
of you
added it.
were working on it. I know you did. You don't have to say anything. Go ahead and give me a travel real quick.
Travel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with advantage.
How do I do with advantage?
Oh, fantastic. Yep. So I mean, you can just roll it twice. Where there's well, that's a 20. Go ahead and roll it one more time just to see if you crit.
Wait, why doesn't it roll? Probably like that.
Beautiful. Okay.
Ah.
Yeah, love that.
It's a +3. So
That's it's supposed to be a +3, so that's even higher. Okay. So by the way, when you want to do advantage, you can click on it when you're hovering over that check. You can click and hold, and you press up on your mouse. If you shift like move up on your mouse, it goes advantage. If you go down, it goes disadvantage on that roll.
Okay, see if I can.
So if you click and hold, and then press up, it does advantage. Down, it does disadvantage. Yeah, I rolled. That wasn't. Well, I did a nat 20.
Wow.
But, okay. Yeah, you are definitely able to get a sort of a general overlay, and we will have that ready for next time as you guys delve into the mines. We will have that ready to roll for then. Okay, fantastic. Anything else that you guys would like to do?
Well,
this wouldn't take
oh, sorry, go ahead.
This wouldn't take a full scene, but Magni would write a letter to his family. Give
Fantastic.
it to Gandalf to give to the scouts. Obviously.
So let me ask this question: what, or do you want to message me with what the letter sealed for Gandalf was?
Oh,
Do you have an idea, or are you throwing it out there for a plot device?
it's a plot device. I'm not.
Okay.
I don't know what's in it, so it's really up to you. Whatever you want to put in it.
Fantastic. Okay. Before you leave, here's what's in it. Before you leave, Gandalf comes to you. He says, Magni, I'll call you that as long as you want me to. I am fond of nicknames or pseudonyms. In fact, I knew a Mr. Underhill once. Anyway, he says, listen, the letter that your father gave me, it detailed something that I was to give to you, something that might be important in the days to come. You see, he reaches into the folds of his garment and he pulls out a single black arrow. And he says, there's only one left of all that were ever made. There may be a moment that you need this black arrow. When the time comes, just as your father did, you may need to loose it. I've been holding on to this for a long time.
Honestly, I thought my brother would get this.
Well, he asked for whatever aid I could give you, and this is what I give you.
gonna have to write down the letter, and yeah. Thanks enough.
You are a son of great importance. Never forget.
Yeah. Told that my whole life.
Okay. What else we got? Tora?
All right. So I had a thought, and then Galanthier went and did my thought, and I had another thought, and then Magni
That's
went
good.
and did a version of my thought. So then I had a third thought. I think it's even better than anything I could have done. In the wee hours of the morning, before we're set to leave, you hear whispering and scuttling and hushed tones as Tora has employed her cousins, the other dwarves that were present during the council, to help her finish the siege weapon for Rivendell.
You will help me.
Amazing. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Continue.
So Tora, she after the council's done, everyone goes. We're preparing everything, and she goes up to what did you say his name was? Or did you say his
Which
name?
one? No, the attendant that was with you? No.
No. The dwarf that had been with me.
The dwarf that
Oh, I didn't give him a name.
Oh, okay. She goes up to unnamed dwarf number 1, and she says, "Unnamed dwarf number 1."
His name is Bakar, by the way.
Picard.
Bakar. Yep.
Bikar? Okay.
Bakkar.
Okay, Bakar. Okay, I got it now. Bakar,
Aye.
I think it is time that we dwarves live up to our names and really extend our full knowledge to our allies here. I require your assistance and the assistance of your comrades. Meet me
Speak, cousin.
in my quarters in 15 minutes. Make sure you're not followed, especially by that one. And he kind of indicates. She kind of indicates over to the attendant that had escorted her to the council.
Yep, totally. So they're able to keep him occupied as they show up for in your quarters. Right? What are we doing?
All right, so you see here, this is where you load in the buckshot, and then over here you're gonna light it on fire, and then over here we've got the pool of knives, and the pool of knives springs up after the buckshot goes slamming in their face, and then they get hit by the knives in the face, and then it's flames and knives, and it's all it's gonna be great, but I just need a little bit more pow. Anyways, all that to say, Tora's looking for help finishing the siege weapon from her fellow dwarves.
All right, you know what? Give me a. Let's see here. Let's see if you're able to finish everything on time. Go ahead and give me a what would I do with this? This is probably going to be you know what? I will say that this is in some kind of intelligence check here. You know what? Give me a hunting check.
Hunting?
Sure.
I can do hunting.
Hunting.
Hunting's the only one I've got a good one in.
Good. There you go.
At least you have one. I have 0.
A 19. Yes, you and they are able to fix this thing up. He goes, "All right, cousin. It looks good. Looks like it could be used. So what do you want to do with it?"
Well, we need to go present this to Elrond. I assume that tradition stands with the elves as it does with the dwarves, and we'll just sneak into his bedchambers with it and wake him with it.
Good. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
But
Go ahead and roll stealth with disadvantage for me, please.
I've got elven armor on.
You're carrying a siege weapon.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. As you open up Elrond's chambers and go to push this thing in, Elrond shoots out of bed and goes, "I'm sorry. What is going on right now? Am I being attacked?"
No, don't be so dramatic. We're here to offer you a gift. You're allies now with the dwarves. You need to learn how to protect yourself in these here times. You see here. Here's how you do it. And Tora's going to run him through the horrible siege weapon that she's created with her fellow dwarves.
Okay, fantastic. As you guys are headed over the bridge to leave from Rivendell.
Tora's not with us?
Yeah, Tora is definitely
Okay.
with you guys. Yeah. He listened to you the whole time, nodded his head in the whole 9 yards. You guys are headed over the bridge. Elrond is standing there with the siege weapon next to him. And as you leave, he kind of like gives you one of these, as you're leaving, sort of a farewell, be well, kind of reach out. You guys are all heading over the bridge and moving into sort of the crevasse out into the other side of this area here, headed towards the Dimril Dale. What you don't see is, as soon as you are around the corner, you don't see Elrond kick the brake out from this thing and slowly roll it off of the balcony down into where all the waterfalls go. And one of the attendants goes, "What was that?" And he goes, "I honestly don't know." He just turns around and heads back to his chambers.
My pride and joy.
I think as we're walking, I think Manny will look at everyone and say, "Well, all ready?"
Aye.
Let's go.
This is great.
I think we kind of have to be.
I hope you guys don't mind if I
Go
read.
ahead.
Can I read to you guys? I have a medicine compendium. Can learn medicine together.
Just to let you know, my brother was more of the study type of person. I'm not that.
You just have to listen to me.
I wasn't good at that either.
I don't think
Well-
that's going to stop her.
It's fine.
Okay.
Page 1.
Oh God.
Elladan basically lifts up his head and says, "Yes, I think I am ready. And I think that whatever comes next, that we will be ready together." Okay. You guys walk along as Nara basically reads to you guys the whole time.
It was either this or a romance novel. It's a romance novel.
Elvish romance novel is basically just them sighing and looking at one another over
think
a
The
long
Way
distance.
of a Latinian is
At this
apparently a
point,
classic
Gunther is
love
just-
story.
Silently shaking his head. He has never in the history of Linden met someone who talks so much.
Yeah, there you go.
I think at a few points, Maggie will stop Nara, and he'll like literally just say, "Nara, I appreciate it, but your voice will literally die out before we get there. You need to take breaks.
What am I going to talk about, anyways?
You just
We're
don't
not going
talk
to
about
talk at
anything.
all.
You don't have to be the
We're
only
not
one
going to
talking.
talk. We're not going to be
You're not
talking in
the
the
one saying.
mines. I might as well talk now. Get it all out of my. And you're telling quiet.
Moving through the Redhorn Pass, you have kind of woven your way somewhat through the mountains and been able to come over to the eastern side of the mountains. It is here that as you crest one of the hills, you look down into the valley and you see a great pool below. And then a stairway that leads up. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and hit sort of the map. If you look in tactical mode right now, you will see exactly where it's at. And I'm going to go ahead for our folks at home and hit that as well on the other. Yeah, there you go. Fantastic. And we'll go ahead and do that one more time. Perfect. So as you're looking at this, you will see that you guys are actually coming in as you cross over. You guys are coming in around number 2 here. As you head into this area, you see several different markers down here. Tora, you would automatically know what this is. This is where the Battle of Azulnubazar.
Azulnubazar. It's
That's
easier
what I
to
said.
pronounce when I don't have a baby screaming behind me.
This is where that battle took place in this particular area. And you see that there are cairns nearby where basically they just piled bodies into and buried them here in this area.
Are we close by those mounds or no?
Yeah. I mean, the mountains are trailing up as you're coming in. They're trailing up to the left. Ahead of you, there is a waterfall that comes down where a stair leads up. This is the stair that they were talking about. In fact, it is Elladan that says, yes, that is the stair that will take us into Khazad-dûm.
Since we're passing by the mounds, Tora will stop by each one and pay a little bit of respect to each of them. And she just whispers to no one in particular, thanking them for their sacrifice and for their bravery. And
you see that there are several that are marked as dwarven cairns, dwarven pyres. One that is marked for orcs specifically, and talks about and the stones that are piled up here are painted black. In order to show that this was sort of the burial ground of where the orcs and goblins were. They basically just piled them up in a heap and burned the bodies, but still it grew over here, and they wanted to show where they were buried as well. Arden, as you walk over towards the pool that is here, you look into it. Give me a perception check right now.
14?
14. As you look into the pool, you can see the stars in the sky. You look up, and it's covered in blue. You look down in the pool, and you can see the outline of the stars in the sky.
That's. Can anyone else see this? She'll kind of motion to the reflection that she's seeing.
As who wants to gather by the side of the pool with her?
Yeah, I'll come take a look.
Mhm.
As you all are gathered there, you see the pool reflecting the stars above, even in the daytime.
As Tora comes upon this, sorry, I had such a good one-liner, but I'm not going to say it because it's going to ruin the moment. Tora, sorry, I need to take a breath. Tora will say, this is the pool that Durin the Deathless looked into. And it was here he saw the stars above his head like a crown.
You'll notice unwavering, the waterfall towards the north of where you are is falling into this pool. However, no ripples are formed. This pool is smooth as glass. As you all are actually staring at this pool, you don't recognize the appearance of a man as he comes to stand by here and goes, "Yes, look into the pool. See the stars. Maybe you're King Durin, or maybe you are, or you are." And he kind of goes off to the side and starts sitting down and chewing one of his toenails.
But who's going to do it?
Nope.
No, not it.
No, we're just gonna let him eat.
I imagine all of us just like turn inwards to each other and we start doing like rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah. You mean Shear's parchment stone?
Yeah.
Yes.
I always get the two.
He gets back up and he kind of he gets up like an animal on all fours, scratches with his back foot, and then kind of just like runs over to where you are and goes, "Are you headed into the mines? Into the mines deep down you are."
Well, whose business is it of yours?
It's my business. I'm the watcher at the lake. Although there is another watcher. You don't want to meet him. He'll make sure that you drown.
Tell us what you saw, Watcher.
I've seen many things. And he goes over and like grabs one of the stones and just starts slamming it on top of one of the cairns. And he goes, "I've seen many things. Thrushes that knock thrice. Small things that will change the course of all history. Beings that crawl out from the caves. And deep below, fire in the mountain. It will consume you all."
Cheery fellow.
I don't know if you can really call that cheer.
He is unique. That's what he is.
That's one way.
That is definitely a way to put it. Yeah.
That's a word for it.
You must always be polite.
Up the stairs you go. Up. Into Khazad-dûm.
Now tell me this, Watcher. What do you watch for here? What is your purpose?
I watch for them. Where they're going, where they're coming. Do you hear the music? I hear it. I hear it in the wind. Music being played, but no one sings. No one sings, just part of the music. Notes to be sung in the great orchestra, but concordant, dissonant. But it's still part of the melody, isn't it? Still part of the song that's sung. Maybe you're dissonant. Are you dissonant? Maybe you'll put it on and see all things. Or maybe just some things, things that you want, things that you see.
So this person is clearly very special.
Oh my god.
But
Yep.
can we try to perceive
Yeah.
if he is actually any potential danger, as in
Yeah.
he might cause a ruckus later or
Look, David, I'm also not that smart. I would like to, if there's an intelligence roll, to simplify what he's been saying to us.
Give me,
For my brain.
you know what? I'm going to say for Galantir, give me an insight check. For Naradris, give me a old lore check, please.
Can I just do a cursory sweep around our area? Make sure we're fine?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, give me an investigation.
I think
Ooh.
Arden. I think Arden is gonna look at the guy and be like, have you eaten today?
Eaten, little sparrows come, but the little sparrows, do you know what they tell me? Great big eagles watching this area. Large birds fly away.
Giant eagles. Okay. Are those the only kinds of birds that are watching?
No. Fell beasts. Breath on the air. War is coming. I smell it, I see it, I taste it in the dirt itself. And he sticks his finger down in the mud and then back up to his mouth. Can't you feel it? Can't you hear it? War is coming again. Ghosts, wraiths, dancing about. No, Rogers, you are getting nothing off of this.
Not even a 15?
It is a. Oh, do you have a 15? Oh, okay.
have a
Oh, sorry.
15.
That's Galantir that rolled the 6. Awesome. Your insight into this guy, he's clearly, obviously crazy. He's also been touched by something. I'll give that to you on a 6, Galantir. Like something has disrupted this dude. On an old lore check, some of the things that he's saying makes sense. There was a battle here. Giant eagles would be in this area. You would know this. Kept talking about fell beasts. You would remember that from something you read a long time ago. Having to do with the Black Riders, with the Nazgul. So there are pieces of what he's talking about that's very true. And Durin's Bane is not a secret. Deep within this mine is somewhere a Balrog made of fire and smoke.
Mm-hmm.
The question is he an oracle or just a crazy man? Or is the answer yes?
The answer is both. The answer is both. Okay.
Magni, on a cursory kind of an investigation around where you are, it doesn't seem that over here towards the cairns that there's anything to really be afraid of. However, those steps up there is a great place for an ambush.
I'll let the crazy man finish talking before I talk to my group.
Bold of you to assume he'll finish talking.
And so we stood there for 14
Arden is going to fish out. I'm assuming we have lambus bread from the elves.
Hell yeah, we do!
So she'll fish out a piece of lambus bread and she'll offer it to him and be like, This isn't sparrows, but maybe you'd like something different.
He runs over and grabs it and then retreats like an animal that is trying to hide its food. He takes a bite of it and looks at you and goes, "You need to turn away. Don't go in there. It will ruin you in ways that you've never imagined. There's death in the dark. And he takes another bite and scurries away.
Well,
At this point, Eladon's like, right, let's go. And just like starts moving towards towards the stairs.
Okay.
I think as we get there, or as we start moving, I'll mention the stairs could be a place that we might get ambushed in, so everyone just be prepared.
I believe he was talking about the Black Riders in his madness.
I do agree that there might be a few things that are true in what he's saying. But as I
Maybe
mentioned,
we should try to move stealthily.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they're up those stairs, I'm sure they've already seen us and are preparing the ambush.
Eladon
Sorry.
stops and goes, there is a possibility if we wanted to go to the doors of Durin, we could go in that way. It really is up to you. Whichever you think would be more advantageous.
Is that sort of, do we go through that
Yep.
passage on the left?
No. Actually, that is a completely different section. That actually leads to like basically a gatehouse. That would be here. The steps right here are the only way to get to the topmost portion of what is considered Old Khazad-dûm, that leads down into the mine itself, according to the maps that you've seen, plus also what Eladon is telling you.
What would I would look at Eladon and ask, what's the difference between the two entrances?
Well, this way is definitely going to be steep and slippery, and we're going to have our work cut out for us getting up there. And we don't exactly know what we're going to find on our way up. The other way is definitely an alternate entrance, but the doors of Durin have not been opened in quite a long time. It is a pathway that not many tread, and are said to be magically closed.
Tora will look up towards the stairs. And she says, well, I don't think any of us came on this mission thinking it'd be easy.
No.
And if we turn around at the slightest hint of potential danger, we might as well not have even come this way, come on this mission. Now, it's a dangerous trek up there, but I believe that each one of us is prepared for a battle if a battle do find us up there.
As you guys are so I guess I need a vote. Are we headed this way? Are we going back towards the doors of Durin? It's going to be a half a day's trek.
I vote this way because time is essence.
No matter what, we're taking a year.
I mean, we've got. I don't think time is the
Issue.
issue here. I'm
Let's see.
tempted to say we go and we consider the doors of Durin.
Who knows? Maybe it might be. But is Durin Dwarven? My brain is not working right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Say again. What? Oh, say that again.
Durin's a
Yes.
dwarf.
The dwarf?
Yeah.
Yeah. The doors. It's actually during the fourth that put those doors in there. Is that right, Tora? During the fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead. Yep.
Perhaps Tora might actually know how to open doors. Might be her specialty.
You could be special. Not that you're not special. You're already special.
Tora's eyes like narrow, and she's like,
I'm just thinking magically special.
Am I
Magic
not
doesn't exist.
magically special enough now? Why?
Well,
Standards
'cause
these
Dwarf.
days with your friendships, they're always...
it's not about being special magic.
No, it's
Nora,
not
I need
working.
you to. Nora, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
That's great.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Ruh-roh.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
What?
Nara is saying, but that's what makes you special. And sprouts an arrow from her shoulder. As a hail of arrows start flying down from above the stairs at this current point. And at that point, guys, I am going to say,
How much damage?
everybody roll for initiative.
Like technically, would Nara's sort of alert that we all know
Yeah,
would have
60
alerted
feet.
to the arrow?
60 feet, David.
That staircase has to be more than 60 feet, guys. I mean,
Yeah.
that's got to be more than 60 feet. All right. That is going to be it for our broadcast today. We will jump in next session with a combat, ready for combat as we're fighting on the slippery staircase at a distance, or we may just run away like cowards. It's fine. But we will go into our first combat of the orcs within Moria next time here on Lord of the Rings role-playing.
Wait, how much damage did I take?
The Long Dark of Moria. Go ahead and give me a D10 worth of... Actually, you know what? I will give you a D10 worth of damage.
One.
Oh my
One.
God,
One.
David.
10. 10.
One.
Five.
Five.
That's 5 plus 3. So
You know
that's
what?
8.
Plus 3. Oh God, David, we're still only level 2. Okay, level 2.
No, David.
Level 2 health.
I mean, I warned you all. And you're just like,
No,
oh,
I
let's
was
just keep
gonna
walking
go
towards the
run.
hill. Let's just keep walking towards the hill.
I wasn't walking.
Let's keep walking towards the hill. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Even though Magnus just
No.
pointed it out, it's an ambush.
No,
Yeah, well, let's make sure we
we
need to
not
save that
walking.
arrow. We're
You're
gonna need
arguing.
that.
We're
you
going to
kidding
need
me?
those arrows.
Are you
All right, guys. Have a fantastic couple of weeks. We'll see you back here on Lord of the Rings role-playing in 2 Mondays. See you guys then.
I love this. Thank you, David.
Bye.
I
Thank
should have
you.
used my
Thank you,
Elven
David.
success. I was not miserable.